Welcome to Alzheimer's SOS. Today, we'll be sharing with you our caregiver commandments.
That's right. I always tell people that your advice is to take care of the patient, and I take care of the caregivers.
Although we are a pretty good team when it comes to taking care of everybody.
And over the years, we've seen a lot of good advice from caregivers, but we want to put it together in something that you'll remember and give you permission to recognize that you have needs too.
Thus, the caregiver commandments.
Thus,
it sounds commandment-y. It sounds commandment-esque.
number 1, thou shalt not set impossible standards for thyself. Caregivers are heroes, but they're not superheroes. They need rest, food, time for themselves, and conversation.
Number 2, thou shalt make thine own health a priority. The basic question boils down to, if you don't take care of yourself and something happens to you, what's going to happen to them? So you need to go to the doctor. Get your eyes checked. We have had caregivers who lost their vision just because they didn't get their eyes checked and treated regularly. Schedule that mammogram and overall safeguard your own health.
Thou shalt learn to say no. This is commandment number 3. No is a word that needs to be fit into your schedule right now. You need to take a sticky note. That's what I tell all my caregivers to do, is take that sticky note and write the word no on it and have it there so that when someone calls you that asks you to do something that's just, you can't fit it in there, to say, I'm sorry, my calendar says I have to say no. You know, we do so much for so many people. You know, we're on committees, we do for the church, we do for everybody, but sometimes we just cannot do everything for everybody, and it's okay to say no.
It is, but the flip side, the next commandment is, thou shalt learn to say, yes, I could use some help. Many of our caregivers have family and friends and church friends and neighbors, and they're all offering to help. Don't rob them of the blessing of helping you. If you need someone to take your garbage to the curb, let them do that. Let them take your loved one out for ice cream. Let them run to the store for you. Just say yes. And Janet, you think they should make a little list, have it ready.
Absolutely. You know, keep a running list of, picking up the cleaners, picking up those basic things at the grocery store. As you said, you're robbing someone of a blessing, but just things that you know that you might need. Mm-hmm. Pick up prescriptions. There's a lot of things that are being delivered to you that you can have delivered to you at home now, but keep that list going. Mm-hmm. And if they don't want to do it, they didn't want to do it in the first place. And number 5, thou shalt refuse to feel guilty about not doing enough. I have a plaque in my office that says, guilt is a gift you give yourself. Now, a lot of times, there are other people that try to make you feel guilty. Mm-hmm. Don't receive it. Every day, we go to work, we raise our children, and we try to do the best we can. It doesn't always work because we are human beings.
But we're not feeling guilty about that, so we shouldn't feel guilty when we're doing our best as caregivers. Number 6, thou shalt lie down in bed for 8 hours a night and get some sleep. One of the worst problems we see for caregivers is sleep deprivation. They might put their loved ones to bed at 8 o'clock and then they stay up all hours of the night. They're cleaning, they're doing paperwork, or they tell us that that's their me time, which we understand. And sometimes it's that the loved one is up most of the night. And you know what? It's okay to ask for something to help them sleep because the caregiver needs rest too.
Okay, and now there's number 7. Thou shalt see other options like daycare, paid help, as a victory, not as a defeat. Just like we work with our children's teachers, coaches, and babysitters, a caregiver can assemble a team. No matter how many people are involved, you are still the most important person in your loved one's life. You are the captain of the ship.
And as the captain, number 8, thou shalt eat healthy meals, exercise, and take a break. Some people can manage to do this by taking their loved one along with them to the gym, out for a walk, or etc. But, most people need that team to help give them the time to get some exercise, take a bubble bath, read a book, or Do absolutely nothing at all.
Number 9, thou shalt seek advice from wise counselors. I lead several support groups, and I can tell you that I always hear someone say, "they said," and what they say is ridiculous. Some people have an agenda. You deserve advice from someone who has experience with more than just one dementia patient and who has your best interest at heart.
Finally, everybody should know thou art not alone. That's why we're here. There are other people out there. They're in your town. They have taken this journey before. They are caregivers. They have support groups. They're running educational programs. They have adult daycares. We recommend a couple of books like The 36-Hour Day and Learning to Speak Alzheimer's, both of which are about caring for someone with dementia. There's great websites out there like the Alzheimer's Association, the Alzheimer's Foundation, and caregivers.org.
Learn, embrace, and live by these commandments.
Because it's so important to take care of yourself while you're taking care of your loved one. Thanks for watching
Alzheimer's SOS.